So those were like the four different kinds of interviews methods. Though there are many others, but these are like the commonly used methods. You have already understood by now like how the interview happens, and you should be ready with yourself, understand yourself in a better way, and then be ready with the resume. But how do you ace? How do you perform well in the interview? Keep smiling. Show positive gesture. If you are smiling, the other person will also have to smile, and his mood will change. One is keep smiling. Then the second is like show enthusiasm. Show them in with expression that you're really enthusiastic or like very happy about the being in the company for the interview, and that be enthusiastic and then be honest. Don't try to fake things. Keep eye contact when talking in person. Look at their eyes and talk to them. What happens because of that is it shows confidence and self-esteem. So positivity shows good attitude and optimism. So basically stay positive, show happiness, show smiling, and show confidence. And when you're talking, talk about the important aspects. So what you have achieved, what you have, what are your skill sets, what is your educational background, and how does that skill sets or the experience and then the educational background relates to the requirement. And some experiences what I have learned is like some of the interviewers are not skilled interviewers, and they might not be able to judge you properly. So in those cases you'll have to be very careful and present yourself in the best manner, and keep emphasizing on what you are good at, and so that at the end of the interview they are aware that you are good in these things. And once they go back to the team, if they're talking to the HR person or so on, so they can relate and they can talk to them and tell them like these are the five, because in this case what happens, they write that in the sheet. So once they're talking to the other people in the team, so they will mention that yeah, he told these things, and that might help you get the job. So those were important points. And now, how do you prepare for the interview? And portfolio is very important because that will catch the attention of the interviewer. Why it is important? Because it acts as your personal brand. So instead of you going and talking to the interviewer looks at the portfolio. So it acts as your personal brand. It reveals who you are as a designer, product designer, UX researcher, and so on. Shows your UX process, presents your success stories. If everything is good, nicely presented, the interviewer will get interested in you and he will call you for the interview. So it basically helps you get job and also helps you get new clients. So that's why like having the best portfolio is very important. The second most important thing here is tailoring that to the specific audience, or suppose you're applying for a job in a finance vertical or like finance company. So here what you need to do is you need to present or tailor your portfolio and show that as the first use case, and then the other can follow. So basically you need to modify your portfolio for the job you're applying to. Yeah, so basically there's a lot of competition, there are a lot of UXers there in the market, so you need to differentiate yourself from the others. And when you're creating the portfolio, the process is very important. And you in the portfolio, when you're presenting the case study, you need to show them like why you drafted that solution and how you reach from point A to point B. The portfolio you should at least have like 3 to 4 projects, and max should be 6, and should not put like more than that. So, and they should be very specific to the industry how you're applying for, and it should be very recent and the current ones. So apart from having a good portfolio with right case studies, you also need to have a very nicely written about us page in your portfolio, in your website. So basically it should highlight who you are as a person, what are your skill sets, educational background, other achievements, your hobbies, and so on. And here the one thing to note is everything should align with what you want to do in your life. And if you want to be a UX researcher, or like the entire thing should talk about that. Do remember that these hiring managers, what they do is they look at your case studies. So basically have the right portfolio, right case studies, and so on, because these hiring managers are very adept at scanning and adept at understanding just by looking at the portfolio whether you are the right candidate or not. This portfolio review, and when you are interviewing with the interviewer, this becomes the hardest or the difficult part. Why? Because in this you have to explain the entire process. What was the problem statement, like how you reached the solution, what was the process you adopted, and so that's why like understanding and having a good experience or understanding of own UX process is very important, because you'll have to present that in this kind of interviews. So basically, when you are in the portfolio review session, so what will happen is like they will be 4 to 5 different people, and they will ask you to explain why you created this solution, or like what is your process and everything. So So in this kind of interviews, what you need to do is you need to present your case study in the right manner, starting with what is the project background and what is your role and contribution, and then why did you took certain decisions, and like why you selected particular solution. So basically, when you're presenting the case study review, then you need to mention all these things. And when you're presenting, take around like 30 to 40 minutes to present your idea or like present your case study, and then after that you can ask them to like questions if they haven't. And here what is most important is like you need to practice a lot. It's see like what is the best way you can present these kind of or like handle these kind of interviews.